Hello everyone, this is Kathra's character playing an immersive Skyrim life. This is actually my second beginning at this this day, since I started so horribly in the first few minutes that I played, so I've decided to kind of roll this out again and just go through what it is that my character wants to do very quickly for those people that might be new to watching or who have been watching a few episodes. So recently Kathra became a student at the College of Winterhold and things went really well, apart from the fact that she found that she didn't have the endurance it required to kind of live in this area. So although she was happy in finding the college, as soon as she started taking on quests outside of the college, she found it very difficult to survive. The cold was too harsh, and so Kathra has decided that if this is the case, then maybe for the moment she's not the right student for the college, especially since she wants to do things like find these missing students. So she's decided to head back to Windhelm and head much further south to a slightly warmer climate of Falkreath. And the reason she's going there is because she had a letter from the Jarl of Falkreath while she was staying at Kynesgrove asking for her to visit, and so she's decided that maybe that's a good thing to do. And the reason she'd like to go there is because that not only does this mean gaining favour with a Jarl and learning more about the land of Skyrim, of which she knows nothing at all, but it also means that she can visit Helgen, which is something she's a little bit interested in. She's had a calling there, but mainly to pick up these extra quests that are sat really near to Falkreath. So the main one being the Staff for Enthir, who is a very kind of loquacious but very black market-esque wizard at the college. I'm not too sure about him anyway. And one of the things she's interested in is why do all these wizards leave the college. There's several that have left, that have been banned from doing certain things, and she wants to go out and find some of these wizards too. The other thing she's interested in is finding out more about the Sigic Order and why she's had a calling from them, and she's had a real chilled experience from reading about Oblivion to see that the one field of magic she's interested in summoning is one of the magics that the people who are interested in Oblivion from a mage perspective have also been interested in. So she's worried that this calling she's got for magic is a dangerous one. But anyway, she's decided to head back south and then maybe come back to the college when she's got a greater endurance. But as I say, she heard knowledge of a rumour of a mage staying here at the Frozen Hearth and didn't know it's been staying here for a few days, so she's going to go and speak to this mage and find out what he knows.
My days at the college are long behind me, but I prefer to stay close by. No. Gods no, not for years. I left Winterhold for some time, and returned to stay here at the inn.
Okay, so
I still have research that keeps me busy,
not at the college.
And being here in Winterhold ensures I have access to former colleagues.
Okay, let's see what he's got for sale. As I say, I've done this element
you wish
already,
to master
so
the
I'll whiz
arcane
through this a little
arts.
bit quicker. So I know he's got some books that I quite like the look of. Candlelight being one, as is Clairvoyance. Cat Totem sounded good. I'm trying to pick ones that I think she would like more than anything. Flesh. Okay. I think they'll do for now.
Alright then.
Nelakar. Okay, so I wonder if the other students know something about Nelakar as well. So let's read those books now. Go. So and I just want to put them in favourites just so I start to learn them. Basque is a great little one that I've just learned. That'll do. Okay. So the problem came.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep.
From passing out near Winterhold from frostbite. This was the problem. I couldn't survive here, and in doing so, really, I'm absolutely gutted. But I've lost my horse in doing so. So what I'm going to do now is just choose a couple of spells that I'm going to use, because not only do I remember, but I've previously died to the first encounter running back to Windhelm here, which is a saber cat. Really hard actually to kill, and I'd lost my wits. I should explain to anyone watching for the first time, I'm a really poor gamer in terms of tactics. I'm thinking quickly, sadly. It's just seems to be in my capacity. Okay, so I want to summon a flame Atronak, and then what I want to do is ensure that I get my firebolts and my flames ready. Okay, let's have a look. Here it comes. Already slightly not gone to plan, but let's see what we can do. I'm going to need my shield, and I'm going to need a sword if I can find it, because I think by the time I summon anything, I didn't have the magic for it, so. I also get a bit over enthusiastic and excited about these things, but here we go. That cat's always been a problem actually on my way to and from this place, but this time I survived. Interestingly, and there's some things he's eaten. Interestingly, I ran out of magicka there, and that's the first time Kathra's done that. No, mustn't get distracted. Just see the tents over there. Okay. So to get rid of the cold, what I'm going to do is drink. And I'm going to drink some blackbriar mead, because that helps. I've just noticed there's a little...
Alright, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
I do look like I've got many. And last time my character said I don't have time for this, so walk away right now. It's going to be my first threat.
Nice try, but you don't scare me. I'm not gonna ask again.
Okay. I don't think I'd say it, but I don't have time for this. I would have used magic if I had the time, but I think that's what I had to do. Okay. I've certainly got to get much better at making these quick decisions though, in terms of casting. And now, this place is dangerous. thinking about whether this place is worth staying at. Can I sleep here? Can I make a fire? I've only just left. There's a dead adventurer. Okay. I should always learn to place place the fire before I place anything else. So this is what I need to do, and I need resourcefulness, which is already there. Great. I need to build a campfire, and I need to use it. Okay, while I'm here, see what I mean about how cold it is here and how difficult it is for my character at the moment to survive. Okay, so let's have a look at the time. It's not even late, and I'm hardly out of the area. Look, it's almost worth checking this out just to see if I can make it. Okay, anyway, let's increase, let's level up. I think I'm going to need a little bit more. It's interesting, I'm going to go for magicka over health. Okay. Don't think I can pick anything up. No, they all require 20. Okay, so I've got a long time before I can get any good at that. Let's look at enchanting. Can't pick any of them anyway. Great. Since I know I've been using a lot of that. I don't quite know what I'm going to do to survive moving on. I think going to see the students would be stupid. Just in case I get lost and die again. Fort Gustav could be a good place. I'm gonna have to run to Fort Gustav, I think, and hope that I don't get stopped at all again. So what I'm gonna do is rest here for 1 hour to see if I get warmer, and then just eat. Thank goodness I carry a lot of food and drink that served me well. I don't know if I've got the talent to open this. Give it a go. Aha, I do. Excellent. Gem. So no story about who these people were. Interestingly, while I was here, I'm just going to take a look at, in terms of where I'm looking. So the students are over there. No, it's a stupid idea. Okay, and I'm fatigued, so I'm going to lie down and I'm going to sleep. So I'm guessing getting up too early would be stupid, but I'm so worried about the fire dying because I don't remember how long I got it running for. I'm also worried that I used more firewood than I needed to get there. We'll find out. Okay, the fire is gone. I need to run. And drink. I should explain again that lots of this is due to me trying some mods which makes the game more immersive and more real, and sometimes it can seem a real pain to do this, but I must admit that I'm really enjoying it, no matter how hard it is. I hope this person doesn't want to fight.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I mean it.
Okay.
Is someone there? Fight! I'm getting out of here.
What on earth?
This should be enough! Never back down. Come on!
Why is he fighting me? Okay. Now I'm worried that I've killed an innocent man who wasn't trying to attack me. I'm sure he's firing arrows at me right then. And at least I know that... No, I'm not stealing from here. But there is a mine here. It's a whistling mine. I don't really want to get stuck anywhere else. I don't think I have the resources. Let's look at how much wood I've got. Yeah, enough possibly for one more night. I need to move on. Again, this is how different the game is, you know, if I didn't have these mods... Oh, goodness gracious. I don't have time to skin a wolf, so we have to move onwards. Up into the hills, into the mountains. It's not good. There's the cave. I'm going to try and make it to Fort Custov, I think. Still rely on my magic a little bit. Okay, or I can't. Let's just check. I thought I picked up a spell. that would help with this. Let's just check. I did. There. Already no Basque. Okay. So it's just not on a favourite, perhaps? It's not on a favourite, okay. So. Basque is a wonderful little spell that kind of gives me temporary warmth and yet still allows that endurance. Feels a little bit like cheating, in all honesty. But I'm a magician.
Try not to set anything on fire, all right? What was that?
And I'm going to have to run here, aren't I? Yes. I do not want to be fighting skeletons when I'm cold and probably tired. And that was the fort I wanted to stay at. Well, I think I'm making good progress. I'm sure this can't be very interesting to watch. I'm so sorry. But this is Skyrim as real as you can make it. Someone running away from absolutely everything. Great, okay. So I need to get to somewhere quickly, otherwise I'm dead. By the elements. From the elements, I should say. Okay, let's have a look. It looks like it's going to be this cave then. I don't think I'll make it to Windhelm in time.
What's a milk drinker like you doing out here? Go home to your mother.
I don't want to fight.
That's right.
Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see if I cover. Is a powerful wolf. Should have two, shouldn't I? Hoping against fire as well. Alright, it looks like I'm going to hole up here and take on the White File quest. Which I really, really didn't want to do. is that happening? Because that is not the one. There we go. These ice walls are tough. Something tells me, additionally, I might not be strong enough for this place again. She's definitely the right person to bring with me. This place feels and looks very haunting, I think the word is. I've been here before, this kind of place, and it's full very much of undead. They are a breed of creature that I'm not all that keen on meeting. That always worries me, but it's the Atronic passing out. Okay, so it was a den, Frostwolves. Now, what is it? A home to something. It seemed then as well that the flames from the fireball were far more successful at killing the Frostwolves than just the general flames. I think it's probably a good time to save. So I should say that the white file, before I kind of go in, the white file is the quest that I took from a man in Windhelm. I can't do that. There we go. There it is. So you're really on. And again, building up that sense of respect in that community is something I want to work on anyway. Just because there's someone I want to rule Windhelm, sorry, and it's not him. But this is one of the first times Kathra's done a dungeon alone, and she's really, really nervous about doing it. Especially when undead figuring this. I think she needs to come up with a system that means I can fight them at close quarters and far as well. At the moment I'm relying on fighting from far away. trap. Okay. Well, it gives us some confidence. Another one. Clearly stuck. Okay, left button. There. Just learning to cast spells really badly. Holding down at the left button and then releasing. Something this character needs to get better at. All part of becoming a mage, I guess. There's another one. Yeah. Okay, let's give it a go this time. That is a good spell to have. All without a familiar. Must have awoken from here. Why would the white file be held here? My first feeling is a sorcerer. And again, one related to summoning, which is what this character is consistently drawn to, whether she likes it or not. Okay, these places are always full of traps as well. I think I'm going to do the thing I generally do, which is save an awful lot. What worries me about encountering something at the end of this is I've always relied on someone strong to protect me, and at the moment my flame atronach survives only for the shortest moment. Okay, still getting used to that. These guys do like to creep out, don't they? The mirror. Okay, before I even consider reading that, I need to have a think about where I am. Make sure that all the undead here have been cleansed. Is the answer? Well, fire does a blooming good job. Okay. Now I know where I am from there. Where am I here? So the white file is there. What is this place then? Aha. Okay. It's a way up, but I can't get to it. these things I've never, my character's never seen before. Dwarf and war axe. Let's take it. And now let's read this. Aha, okay. So it's to do with fighting. Okay, I'll just take that. It's interesting that would be here though. Why is that book here? Mirror. I'm not really interested in all he earns as a character and the money. I'm just interested at this moment in time in surviving. I heard that. That was no good. This guy is tapping us far. Okay. That. I'm gonna have to rethink how I fight them. I should also be testing out Django's scrolls on these things. How do you... Okay. I'm just gonna save just in case I mess this one up. Okay. Let's have a think about what to do here. So there's something here alive. Where are you? Well, that was Jargo's scroll. What happened to me then? He's obviously trying to kill me. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's try again. Get Jargo scroll out. Okay, left hand, so in the left hand I want a firebolt. Left. And then that means that I then have Jargo's scrolling protocol. There we go. Okay. Well, at least we can safely say that doing that for Jargo is over. Okay. And at least he looks peaceful. Let's keep going. So much flame, it's really difficult to see what I'm actually doing. There's another. Ha! Game obviously has a situation. He's probably bathing in it. Just want to see if there's anything around here I can get to, but it's not like there is. Whoa, oh, hello. Chest. Ah, okay. I don't know quite how you find dwarven items in this kind of area. I wonder what they're doing here. Oh, jeepers, I didn't think I stood on that. Okay, let's have a look here. There, search the urn. I've just got a horrible feeling that this quest is gonna need someone of greater power than what Kathra is able to pull out of the bag. Let's go and have a look. I just want to see what belts I've got. 2 and 3 are what I'm looking for. Although I do wonder whether I will fall right back on my sword and shield. This is what I was hoping would happen. But trying to pull something out. Okay. One day it'll be good to be a mage who just walks into these kind of places laughing, or certainly with confidence. Iron, dwarves, early magics. That leads us somewhere. going to just get something to eat. That's probably... That's great, isn't it, the way that's been done. So there's a way through there. Can I get up there from here? Or is that the only way I can go? Okay. There is only one way to go at the moment, through here. I think it also said I was thirsty, so... Goodness, I've brought enough things to keep me going. My familiar is staying there. So the way I'm thinking at the moment is this idea of summoning as far away from me as possible, in order to lure out the undead. Currently she seems to enjoy standing behind me, so I guess at the moment the idea is to not set up any traps. She's left me again. Can't see a thing. Okay, now I can. Oh. Sorry, that was really odd to look at, and that seemed like I was using Jargo's flames, which I really don't want to be using anymore. So let's have a look at that. No. What I want to be using is firebolt and flames. I can't use firebolt. Okay, that's slightly worrying. Try again, firebolt and flame. Oh, okay, something's gone wrong there. Okay, let's try that instead. Right, I think I can see what's happened here. It could also be that the game's glitched, so if I just do a save and then call it 472, that might make it a bit easier. Because I seem to be jumping up and down a lot. Seems to be better. I do love that she does that. This dungeon's been a little bit more intense than usual just because of the whole early level, don't really know what I'm doing, going through this, even though I've played this game many times, taking on the role, aha, I now know where I am, of a magician is interesting. Seems like fire is a really good thing to use against these guys. since they attack with frost. Silver. And a chest. Okay. At the moment, don't tell me there was no, thank goodness. Okay, at the moment Kathra's gaining a little bit of confidence doing this. If you're watching and you've got any questions to ask about Kathra or what she's doing, do feel free to ask. That was a disturbing moment. And hello, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate anyone having a look at what's going on. It's nice to have the kind of company, whether it's on in the background or not. Alright, let's have a look. Oh. I think I'd alert for those traps. Okay. So I can see that I've not explored much this level. I've got a really long way to go. Okay, I'm never going to open that door. Sadly. This door I am. Okay, and I can see where I've been again. Very nervous about any sort of magician I come up against. To look for traps again. This place is huge though. I'd rather it come to me than me go to it. Was my familiar at that time? There. Great. Standing there. There's a lot of gems here, isn't there? Again, Kathra's not in the right frame of mind to think I'll buy this, that and the other. At the moment she's just thinking, what am I doing here? Thank goodness I've got something with me to fight with. Do you know, the last time I had to come across this, I died. So I'll save again. And is there? I was hoping it'd be something here that would allow me to turn them on. I think what's hard is it's difficult to see how far you can run. Whoa. Anything at all. one. Okay. Since I've run out of armor, sorry, since I've run out of magicka. What an amazing conjurer this character is. Okay, let's do that. And I recognise that music. Oh. Okay. Interestingly, Kathra has no idea. Wow, okay, goodness gracious, this is amazing. Meridia's beacon. I'm just going to write these things down. I'm sorry to the person watching. I've got a little notepad where I take note of things that are interesting to me that I want to talk about later. So, Meridia's beacon. Let's have a look at that. What is that for? Julianos. Okay.
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreath. And I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Sounds like a fair that started the break of dawn. Kilcreath. Okay. And I have to drop this. With grace and style, I must say. Okay, let's have a look. That's the way out. Oh, and that's the way on. Okay, let's have a look at what I've got. So, I kept panicking with the casting, didn't I? Let's have. So that should be 1. That should be 2 and that should be 3. Let's give them a go. That's not right. That's not flames. Okay. Let's just save again. I like saving. Why do I feel something's going to happen here? That's it? Okay, that seems to be it. Take a look around, and then certainly all thoughts of being cold are far from Kathra's mind. And she's gained a little bit of hope in the fact that maybe she doesn't need to be afraid of being alone in some of these quests. Maybe. Well, it's interesting because as I as a previous player. Yeah, there was definitely a magician here, wasn't there? A game, a dinner. By an anonymous spy. Okay, I'll have to remember to pick that up. Okay. The white file as well. Guessing this is going to be one of the drops. Just want to see that I've got enough to survive outside. I know it really won't make a difference, but to know that I've got firewood will be good. Yes, and to work out where I am in terms of the world. So there's no way I'm going there. I need to try and make it to Anger's Mill. Okay, so before I go out, let's make sure I've eaten enough. Some wine will help. Okay. Alright, let's go. This could be one day where Kathra feels like she's honestly achieved something. Saying that, I don't want to get my hopes up and then find I die from a wolf or a saber. I just want to get back to Windhelm as soon as possible. And I'm heading in the right direction. Good. So the mill would be good, because if I remember correctly, there's an old house next to it that's been abandoned. So staying there would be good. Well, as I'm running back to Windhelm, Kathra's thoughts are one of returning to a place where she knows she's changed, but secretly hopes that it hasn't. And she hopes she's welcomed in those places where she was welcomed. But she also hopes that she can carry on proving herself, and she knows that going back to Windhelm will bring some misery and sorrow too, because as those people kind of reading the bio beneath each of my entries, you know, she's lost a friend in Stenvar at Windhelm. She lost him in a cabin. Okay. In fact, this isn't where I thought, and I do not know if I will be welcomed here. Let's check.
You must be one of those wizards from the college in Winterhold.
And this is new too, this idea of being recognized as something other than I am.
I ran the mill, so I'm a busy woman. What is it?
I'm not looking for a job, but let's see what happens anyway.
If you've got an axe, you can always make gold chopping wood. Just bring me everything you cut.
Okay. But I'm warm. Let's have a look. See if I can stay long enough to make those last steps. Just cold. So I'm going to stay here for an hour.
always something going wrong. Mill needs more lumber or the saw needs sharpening.
Interesting. I don't know how the whole thing works in terms of eating and drinking, but I'd only just eaten and drunk, and then an hour later suddenly got to do it again. Okay. The guy's still out there. Appeared to have chosen to make it all the way back, which I think is probably stupider than I'm giving it credit for. The other thing that's on her mind is that's the second time she's encountered... Where's the path? There. These strange words that are calling to her from these old stones. So she's got the Sigic aura. But she's also got something different in these stones, and she doesn't know what they are. So if anything, she probably feels more alone than ever at the moment. Fantastic. Windhelm. I hope your computer can see this as well as I can, but the kind of the soft glow of the torches against the battlefronts of the city is just absolutely stunning, and certainly Kathra is really happy to be back. But it's sad that she's got to buy another horse if she's going to travel anywhere. Certainly playing it in a way that I won't fast travel means that a horse is more important than ever.
What do you want?
I doubt being dressed as a mage here is going to make me any more liked than I was by the Jarl prior to being here. But for now, let's just get to the inn, to my old room at the inn, where I used to perform as a bard at the beginning of my life, playing this character, and sleep. Thank you very much for watching, that one person that's been watching throughout the night. It's really lovely to have you along on this journey.
We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You certainly do.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Of course.
Let's have some water. Okay, Elder. Show me the way.
I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Okay, this is day 22 and 23 of
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
And I can see that although I intend to sleep for a long time, I'm going to have to spend an equal amount of time building up resources before I move on. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and if you want to see some other days in Kathra's timeline, do go back. And if you've got any tips or tricks for how I can play this immersively in different ways using the special edition, then do feel free to let me know. So I'll just do some eating before I save. I think Kathra's probably going to read some of the literature that she's picked up on the way before she does anything else. Thanks very much, guys. Have a good evening.